They began as curiosities, small nimble machines that once seemed too insignificant to influence a war. Drones were little more than experimental gadgets, cute, clever, but ultimately inconsequential. Yet over time they evolved. From oddities to essentials, these machines became Ukraine's most indispensable tool, quietly redefining the dynamics of the conflict. Today, Ukraine's drone operations are relentless, precise, and tireless. At the heart of this transformation is the LASAR Group, a unit that has turned the concept of drone deployment into a continuous 24/7 operation. Their story and the people behind it is as unusual as it is compelling. The LASAR Group's origins are anything but conventional. They weren't founded in a military academy or by a seasoned general. Instead, their architect was Pavlo Yelizarov, a former television producer who, like many civilians, was propelled into action when the war reached his doorstep. In Kiev's Pechersk district, the reality of invasion shook him from disbelief into determination. Explosions rattled buildings, news tickers streamed updates, and the sense of urgency became undeniable. He knew he had to contribute. Yelizarov's first step was surprisingly simple: a phone call to former Defense Minister Oleksiy Reznikov. To his surprise, he was answered. From there, he joined Ukraine's 126th Territorial Defense Battalion, initially defending the Darnitsia district. He organized resources, built checkpoints, and repaired facilities, turning a makeshift headquarters in a kindergarten into an operational hub. During this time, he also committed substantial personal funds to support the effort, demonstrating a level of dedication that would set the foundation for the work to come. As the early fighting in Kiev settled, Yelizarov's path led him to a newly formed Special Operations Unit called the White Wolves, stationed in Zaporizhia. It was here that the potential of drones became clear. Observing these machines in action, he realized they could be far more than surveillance tools. They could become a core part of Ukraine's defensive and strategic approach. The idea for the LASAR Group was born. Yelizarov acquired a small agricultural drone initially intended for smuggling purposes and conducted experimental operations. Attaching a mortar shell, he and his team executed their first strike. Though rudimentary, the results were revealing. A low-cost, highly effective and versatile platform had been discovered. The initial success sparked a wave of innovation, and what started in a modest garage grew into a full-fledged operational unit. The LASAR Group operates with the efficiency of a finely tuned system. Each member has a clear role. Starlink terminals allow continuous communication across Ukraine, while operators and navigators work in sync with ground crews, coordinating strikes and surveillance in cycles that never cease. Their model has even been likened to a McDonald's approach. Every person serves a purpose. Every step is calculated, and the operation moves continuously toward its objectives. Remarkably, the LASAR Group is largely civilian. Nearly all of its members came from non-military backgrounds. Engineers, analysts, and administrators all brought their expertise to create a unit capable of sustained, highly effective operations. Financial analysts within the group ensure drones and resources are allocated efficiently, a strategic innovation that has amplified the unit's impact beyond what traditional military structures could achieve alone. The results speak for themselves. Thousands of pieces of Russian equipment have been struck by LASAR drones. Engagements on multiple fronts have disrupted logistics, impaired advances, and forced withdrawals. Tanks, armored vehicles, and self-propelled artillery have been neutralized in carefully executed operations. Cargo trucks and supply lines have also been compromised, delivering a significant operational setback. Equipment destroyed totals in the tens of thousands, and the financial impact has been staggering, costing billions in intended resources for the invasion effort. Innovation continues. Drones have expanded their operational range, from surveillance to precision strikes, and even long-range missions into contested areas. Some operations have targeted naval units in the Black Sea, others have disrupted strategic bases deep in enemy territory. The introduction of enhanced battery systems allows drones to remain airborne for longer durations, enabling multiple strikes per night and increasing the operational tempo far beyond what was once imaginable. Through it all, Yelizarov has maintained a vision: to create a unit that leverages civilian ingenuity in a way that complements and integrates with Ukraine's formal military structure. By the end of 2025, the Laser Group had become a recognized and essential component of Ukraine's National Guard, embodying a new approach to modern warfare. Beyond technical innovation, the Laser Group has introduced gamified elements to maintain engagement and efficiency. Operators can earn points for strikes and achievements, which are then used to acquire additional equipment. This system fosters competition, accountability, and continual improvement, ensuring that the unit remains at the forefront of drone-based operations. The psychological impact of these drones is undeniable. Small, maneuverable, and often operating in low visibility, these machines create a constant presence on the battlefield. Soldiers know that even areas previously considered safe are now under observation. The effect is as much about strategy as it is about deterrence, forcing vigilance, slowing advances, and influencing decision-making at every level. As drone technology continues to evolve, the Laser Group remains a key driver in Ukraine's adaptation to modern combat. Their approach demonstrates that innovation, coordination, and resourcefulness can redefine military engagement. Drones are no longer experimental. They are central to operational planning, shaping strategy, and influencing outcomes across multiple domains. Yelizarov believes that Europe and NATO members must accelerate their understanding and adoption of similar strategies. The lessons from Ukraine are clear. Modern conflicts are increasingly defined by technology, innovation, and the ability to act decisively. Waiting or relying solely on traditional military structures is no longer sufficient. Through perseverance, creativity, and determination, the Laser Group has redefined what a small, well-organized drone unit can achieve. Stay tuned. If you want to witness the ongoing evolution of drone warfare and follow Ukraine's strategic innovations, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. The story is still unfolding, and the next chapter promises to be even more extraordinary.